Alright, well here's my motorized bike project. It's a bicycle. It was about I think it was a 12 speed originally. Picked it up at the Salvation Army store, about 10 bucks, you know, as it came. And there's the little 66cc little two-stroke engine. Got it off of eBay. And made a few modifications. One, I dropped down to a smaller, I believe, if I remember right, that was a 36 tooth front chain ring, and I had to replace the rear cassette, and I ended up having to replace the whole rear wheel assembly and everything, because that original chain tensioner that comes with this kit is an absolute piece of crap. So I got this whole new wheel, and I also got that the hub and sprocket assembly. I think it was from Pirate Cycles, and it's the 40 tooth sprocket. And there's my own homemade chain tensioner. If you got a welder, these are pretty easy to make. There's really nothing to it. Just a pivot point down there at the bottom with the brass bushing. I got that idler sprocket. I think it was Tractor Supply Company. Made a little arm, got a little spring, and works great. Keeps the chain nice and tight. And I did upgrade to the number 40 chain. I got rid of that one that came with it. That one actually broke on me. So a couple other little upgrades I made were the NGK spark plug, and also had this MSD plug in the garage, so I swapped that in and upgraded some of the hardware here on the side covers. Not all of it, but a lot of it. Here at the intake and at the exhaust, got rid of the studs and just got Allen head bolts. You can see it does have a boost bottle. That's another little homemade boost bottle. I believe that one's the total volume of that, the little bottle plus the tube, I believe was 60 cc, so it's just under the displacement of the engine, which was 66. And you see I made I had to get in there and make some solid mounts, the little running it around the frame of the bike. It just allowed too much flex, and the engine would dive over, and so that would throw the chain line out of whack, and then my chain would bind up or my chain would jump off. So I just made some solid mounts. You see there's the rear one, there's the front one, and that was about it. And I'll get this thing fired up and let you hear it running. Still haven't been able to get it to idle correctly. Anyway, I've been working on that, and to tell you the truth, I think I'm going to swap this out and put a 4-stroke engine in this, a little 3 horsepower. Now that I've got all this whole setup back here, this hub adapter and sprocket, and I'll just get like a 3 horsepower 4-stroke engine with a centrifugal clutch, throw that on there, and see how that goes. But all in all, it's pretty alright. The biggest improvement in performance comes from swapping out to one of these NGK plugs. Everything else that I did, the new wire, the boost bottle, it kind of helped, but the most noticeable sort of seat of the pants improvement in power came from this plug. Much easier to start, ran a lot cleaner, ran a lot smoother. So if you got one of these engines, I highly recommend putting in one of these NGK plugs. Also got the little O-ring here between the intake tube and the carburetor. And so that's it. Pretty fun little project. But I'm probably going to improve on it a little bit more. And I'll keep filming. Thanks for watching.